Amazon's earnings for Q4 2021 is out, and today we want to discuss what has happened in the earnings, what has caused this fiasco to rocket up the stocks again, and long-term view, is it a buy or not to buy? Stick with me and I'll showcase my research. Hello, welcome back to Family Investment. I've got loads to cover on Amazon, and first of all, I want to kickstart off with Amazon. It's up 14% after hours. It's crazy. It came to as low as $2,776 as of closing bell. It was down 25% from the last 2 months of the season high. And what has happened? And now we are breaking levels up again. So has the earnings really convinced investors that they are back to growth? So on the earnings, let's start off with the EPS. They beat expectation of about 3.5. They're shooting up at 27.75. That is almost 10 times revenue. Again, record of $137 billion of Q4, the best quarter ever. AWS is 40% year-on-year at $17.8 billion. They are dominant factor. We've been calling that since 2017, 2018, that AWS will eventually overtake their Amazon website. Net income, $14 billion. Profit margin is actually this quarter above 10%. They've done their costing cash flow really well. Well done to Andy. And cash holdings of $96 billion. So now in the news, what has they announced? Anything new? So no stock split, disappointed a few investors after Google announced the 21. No stock split, so we're still back in normality. Revenue multiples is 3.16. P is 54. I remember the days where P ratio for Amazon was 120 and everybody says it's overvalued. Amazon Prime is now up from $119 to $139. Remember, inflation comes in, they transfer the cost to customers, and guess what? Amazon Prime holders, are they going to cancel Amazon Prime on a strike just because of this? No, they're going to keep holding on Amazon Prime because it's part of our daily routine, buying off the internet, getting it delivered the next day. And also in the news, Rivian, the electric car vehicles which they invest in, has brought majority of this profit coming in, and has this Rivian really created new growth regime for Amazon. So now let's go into the technicals and the buy trigger. So as you can see, the last 12 months is not much movement. It dropped to as low as $2,700. And that was a great buy trigger point. But for me, my buy trigger point, as I've stipulated for the last 12 months, has always been 3,131. That's the level. Anything below that is a great buy for Amazon, because remember, they're still a growth stock. They're not a value stock. They're still in there for gunning, but depending on how their growth revenue will be coming up. But then again, we need to see what areas. Rivian is a positive one. AWS is a positive one. We need to see more avenues for growth before the real key point, breakaway of the 3,700 mark. Will this really break it? But again, great buying point, 3,001. You have to be patient because it will take several more quarters and the next Q4 to break records again before they break away. So let's go to the valuation just for us to appreciate if they really are worth what they are just now. So with the valuation, with the EPS 27 and the combination of the last 3 quarters, we are getting a total EPS of 62. If you put in an intrinsic value calculator on Grimm's, on my website here, you get a staggering of 3,700 on the valuation based on the inflation, based on the interest rate rise, based on the bonds. So 3,700 is what they're worth at this record-breaking quarter. So whatever you're paying at 3,100 is great. But then again, is this growth going to change? Are we going to shop more in 2022 compared to 2021? So if you readjust the EPS, let's say they drop to 50 for this year because of a bit of a slowdown, you might get into a point of 2,900 on the valuation. So this is what keeps me on the bar, saying, is this the time to go in huge, or is it the time to watch and learn what are the avenues of growth? So remember, if they do well, 3,700 is the ceiling they will break. But if they start slowing down because no areas of growth, then we might fall back to the 2,900. So be careful, watch and see what they can do. Before I go to my conclusion, please do check out TradingView, the software platform that I use to chart for Fibonacci, to track and trace, to trend. Really great tool. that I have been missing out for the last few years. I've been using Yahoo Finance, but now I've upgraded TradingView and it's really helped the game. So if you are interested, click the link below and you get $30 off. But before you click on my link, make sure you speak to your friends who's already using and you both can get $30 off. If not, then just click the link below. But I'm using it, really highly recommend. It really brings your game up for your technical analysis. So now let's go to, is it a buy or not a buy, Alex? So here, I'm not going to just jump in and say it's a buy. I need to be careful. It looks like great to buy point at under 3,100. It looks like it's going to break the ceiling, but I am still homing on, is the growth valid? We've got Rivian, we've got AWS. Is AWS expanding fast enough? That's my concern. Rivian is going in the background, so much scope, I don't have to worry about it. It's going to push the EPS high, but AWS, we need to see infrastructure growth. I am sure we have seen in the past a couple of AWS services going down. It goes to show that they're expanding either far too fast or they're not expanding, upgrading the system fast enough. So I never saw that in the services note on the AWS, but I've seen them bringing new clients like Goldman Sachs, Pfizer, Under Armour, many other people, including Facebook. But I want to see infrastructure growth, because the bigger the infrastructure growth, the bigger they expand and they reach their tentacles. And I'm waiting for third prong. What's the third prong? They've got $90 billion. They need to buy something out. They need to expand. Amazon is huge. They need to expand bigger. So $90 billion, I hope they can buy either gaming companies, which are on really cheap just now, or they can buy multimedia stocks or social media stocks, Pinterest, Snap. 90 billion, you can buy both of them outright. But I just really want to see if they can really just wipe Facebook off the face of the earth by doing so. They got cash, they have got the manpower, they got the management to do it. Finally, it's all about breaking that $3,700 mark, the all-time high. You buying Amazon on this dips, you've been consolidating. The whole point is wait for the breakout of 3,700. For me, I am looking elsewhere to see other avenues. So for me, I'm a lot more comfortable buying Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia over Amazon just now, even though Amazon is cheap. There's still risk involved. Are we shopping more in 2021? Is Amazon going to start spending more, buying out companies? I want to see growth. If I don't see growth, I'm not convinced. Apple has shown growth in the health sector, in the EV sector. Microsoft has shown growth in the gaming sector, metaverse sector. Nvidia has shown in the AI, in the software, in the infrastructure for cloud computing. But Amazon, I still need to be convinced. For now, I'll keep it back. And if anybody wants to buy, remember the growth story is not established fully for the great long road ahead run. For now, you have to watch and learn. But again, great value to buy at 3,100, but it's the breakaway point. I just want to emphasize that again. Thank you very much. This is my point of view. Amazon, great earnings, well done to you shareholders, and finally, hopefully it recovers to the point where you have bought in. But then again, invest safe. Remember to do your own due diligence research. And finally, remember to click like and subscribe.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out our website link below. More videos up here.
Bye.
Bye.